Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had an interviewer go out and spend a little bit of time with each of our finalists recently to find out a little bit more about them. In Dave Trainey's case, we wanted to know how he has prepared for this $250,000 Super Jeopardy final.
When you go into a competition, you're there to win, and it's nothing personal. You're just trying to do your best. I decided I would try to be, fit both in mind and body, and so I started lifting weights. Nothing serious, about a half an hour a day. I go back there, do a couple exercises, and it just helps me to relax. I just feel a lot better. Also, here at school we have a computer lab, and during my lunch break I go up there and I have the Jeopardy software, and I'll play either against the machine, or there are some teachers who are really outstanding, and I play with them as much as possible. $250,000 is a lot of money. Whoever wins this tournament will be the all-time money winner. Will be the #1 player in the history of the game, and that's probably as important as the money, is trying to be the best player that there's ever been.
Dave, there are some people you mentioned that you worked with. Anybody you want to thank right now before we resolve this issue today?
Yeah, if I thanked everybody, it would take about an hour, but thanks to the Santis for a great send-off party. Thanks to Frank McCulley, whom you saw there, Diane Whiteway, Kenny Gusick, and the entire Crentwise family for some great games. Also, thanks to my wife for the support, and I'd like to say hello to my lovely daughters, Lisa and Maria, who are probably watching at Kitchaleen's in Wilmington, and to my son, David Trainey, the smartest kindergarten student in South Jersey.
Okay, thank you. Bruce Seymour from Piedmont, California, a writer. A bit of information that did not come out in your previous appearances on our program is that you have been employed recently in what many would consider to be an unusual occupation for a man. You have been a nanny. Let's hear about that in the interview.
Saturday night around here consists of being sure that everyone gets fed and bathed and is ready for bed before Super Jeopardy comes on. I consider myself not a nanny, but a Billy. The thing I like about it best is that never before in my life had I had that much experience with small children. I've been of the W.C. Fields school that believes that anyone who hates children and dogs can't be all bad. And now I just feel that way about dogs. That's the thing I'll miss most about moving to Europe. I'm going to miss Brian and Emily. It's going to be harder than anything else to leave them.
But you are going to leave them, and you are going to, I believe you told us on your last appearance on the program, you are going to go to East Germany and try and set up a business there, right?
Well, there's a business set up, and I invested in it, and I'm going to go help run it.
Okay, and $250,000 would really help in furthering that along. Bob Verini is a former Tournament of Champions winner. He is the second highest money winner we have ever had on our program, Jeopardy, $146,000 and change. And where did all that money go? Well, Bob told us.
I used quite a bit of it to start a theater company here in Manhattan, the Manticore Theater. And we're right now reading some plays aloud, and sometimes we get parts of them up on their feet in private circumstances, in a studio like this one or in a living room. I think getting ready for Jeopardy or for a play is not so much psyching yourself up because you're already excited and you're under the pressure of having to perform publicly. It's more of a matter of relaxing into it, but it's going to be fun. It really is going to be fun, and I just hope I make a good showing.
Well, I'm sure all of you have that same hope. Bob, this is the second time you're in a final against Dave Trainey. You fellows have watched the Super Jeopardy tournament throughout the summer. Have things pretty well worked out the way you thought they would? Bob, what about you? Who did you figure would be here in the final?
Well, you know, there were the partisans for Chuck and people who figured that Frank, New York Transit cop, would be here and all. And I guess we just kept our cool, and things worked out our way. Luck was with us.
And let's see in the next 20 minutes or so whom luck favors. Yeah.